MyCover.ai, a promising insurtech startup, announces the successful completion of a significant pre-seed funding round, securing an impressive $1.25 million. This new infusion of capital will empower MyCover.ai to further expand its innovative product offering into various African markets. And joining us now for an exclusive interview to shed more light on this exciting development is Adebowale Banjo, the co-founder and CEO of the company. Thanks so much for joining us, and congratulations on the successful fundraise.
Thank you for having me.
Insurance, it's one of those areas that many people feel, you've got to eat first, you've got to have a house, and then you can begin to think about insurance. We know the social and economic challenges on the African continent, but you're clearly seeing an opportunity. You've been back with some seed capital. Tell us how you see this market.
Insurance offers quite a significant opportunity for, startups to explore, and that's what we've found. Insurance penetration is currently low on the continent, is low in Nigeria and the rest of Africa. But the thing is, every individual should have insurance, right? And we are trying to create innovative opportunities for people to be able to access insurance, leveraging our technology, product innovation through embedded insurance. And for us, the objective is to provide financial security for Africans by improving access to insurance products.
Embedded insurance, tell us a bit about how that is likely to work out.
So basically, we partner with innovators and businesses who already are serving digital solutions, and then we layer insurance products on top of that. And this could be optional insurance services or bundled products in addition to what they currently offer.
So can you give some example of the type of
So for instance,
packages?
you'll find like in buy now, pay later, we insure assets, phones. So when people buy phones, they already come insured. People in diaspora can buy health insurance for their people back home. Fintechs can also distribute insurance products to their captive audience. The telcos can distribute insurance bundled with airtime. So
it's clearly a huge opportunity. As you mentioned, the penetration levels clearly speak to that. And like everything else, it seems technology is an enabler to really grow exponentially. What growth are you anticipating as you continue with this?
So the general insurance penetration in Nigeria, for instance, is less than 1%. Across the continent, is less than 3%. But it's expected to grow by 8% year on year as projected. And what we are trying to do is to grow the size of the pie by bringing more people on board into the insurance fold. And we're trying to leverage innovative product designs and, of course, like I said, improve distribution channels. And once that is done, we expect more people to come on board on insurance.
Earlier you mentioned things like phones and other assets. Yeah. But what about the market? To what extent are you addressing the market of people who may not even necessarily buy some of those products? So we know clearly the economic challenges that I mentioned earlier. To what extent are you offering solutions below
the pyramid?
Exactly.
So one of our leading products, right, is health insurance. And we have products that have life insurance embedded in them, right? So imagine procuring a health insurance plan that already comes with a life insurance plan. So it caters to you while you're sick, but should you unfortunately pass on, there's also some kind of compensation, right, for your family. And we've partnered with different players who are serving those markets specifically, and they've been able to offer protection to the bottom of the pyramid, where people who are artisans, doing daily jobs are able to contribute daily for insurance products. And ultimately, should they have any unfortunate incidents, the insurance company comes up to pay.
It certainly makes sense to get insured, but you mentioned artisans. Many of these people, their income is very unpredictable. So unlike someone who is earning a salary every month and he can set aside a certain amount to get insured, I wonder what kind of flexibility are we seeing in terms of the type of services that are being offered and adapting this to the economic situation for most people?
So again, that is the power of technology and what we are doing, right? So with our partnerships and the technology that powers it, we're able to offer, like I said, daily contributions. So you can contribute daily as you earn towards insurance. And for those who have a more steady income, you can buy insurance monthly. And the whole idea, right, is to improve access. And one of the things we have identified is, of course, the price point and the affordability of these products, and we're addressing that as well in partnership, of course, with the leading insurance providers that we work with.
How are they reacting to your offering? Do they often see you more as partners, a competition? Because I think the interesting thing about technology providers is that they potentially can be a threat to the established providers. I mean, even the banks have really adjusted their services to cater to what the fintechs are offering. So I just want to hear your thoughts about how that dynamic is playing out.
I mean, the insurance companies are delighted to work with us, right? Because they also want to increase the number of people that come into the fold. And to do that, there needs to be a deliberate focus on retail. And that's where partnerships with insurtechs like MyCover.ai comes into play, right? So they are leveraging our technology to distribute their products faster and cheaper. They have more data insights and can improve on their products and serve the customer better. And they're unlocking more innovative and unconventional ways to distribute insurance by partnering with us.
As we round up, can you just quickly talk a bit about the impact of technology, especially big data, artificial intelligence? To what extent are you infusing that into your services? And maybe you can just give one or two examples.
I mean, so that's all that we are doing, right? So primarily we are using our technology to improve product design and development, distribution, like I mentioned, with embedded insurance. And of course, with claims management, we're also using artificial intelligence to help the insurance companies eliminate fraud from that process and reduce their turnaround time.
And what's next for your company now after this?
So the idea generally, like I said, is to grow the pie. We're partnering with more insurance companies.
So are you still more focused on Nigeria
so
for now?
We're going to deepen our penetration in Nigeria and then expand to other African markets.
Do you have any particular market in mind right now?
So there are a number of markets that we are looking at. The western part of Africa is one that we are really considering at the moment. Of course, East Africa is also a big consideration for us.
All right, well, congratulations on the fundraise, and we look forward to seeing the growth happen.
Thank you very much.
Adebowale Banjo, co-founder and CEO of MyCover.